Hello, and welcome to another. I lost my track. Okay. Hello, and welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Today we have a social scene where we're gonna be social, I guess. We
Maybe.
use loose quotation marks over the word social because it's probably gonna low key be some of us getting really drunk and yelling at Finley. We will see what happens.
It's a
We're
good
probably at the
pastime.
Etherite bar. Go about your business and start introing.
Samira comes in and gets some motherfucking water. That's what Samira does.
Finley is on water rations.
Well, okay, Finley's already there.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Simpler.
Sam walks in, sees Finley,
He does not
and
have a
asks,
shotgun.
yeah, okay.
The
Sam's gonna ask,
shotgun.
hey, excuse me, Mr. Dresden,
Oh, that's the second time someone's called me that.
would you prefer Officer Lance?
I mean, go with that if you want.
Do you have a gun on you by any chance?
No, it was in the room. It's gone.
Do you have any? Okay, so you don't have any firearm currently on you.
Correct. One.
Okay, thank you. Sips her water, looks again to make sure Finley really does not have a fucking gun.
Then a minigun. I'm just kidding. It's like, where did that come from? Correspondence? No, I'm just kidding. Uh, he's gonna look and be like, "Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I
That's
almost died too."
that's fair. Probably apologize to your to the other guy, the one that wore those tactical pants. No, actually, out of character. It wasn't the dude that wore the tactical pants. It was another dude.
Chorister. It was the other hermetic.
Yeah,
Wasn't that was Mark's character? I think Mark
yeah, it
Peterson.
was. But I keep imagining him wearing a suit, and I don't want to actually say that he was, even though that makes hella sense.
Could say the dude that looks like he'd constantly wear a suit.
Yeah, should probably apologize to the guy that looks like he always wears suits, though.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Next.
Kathleen would probably come in and order water herself.
We're those assholes that come to bars and get water.
We
I mean,
are
it's
all
free
conies now.
Kathleen's all in public, you know why, Tim.
I actually don't, but over. Oh, hi, Kathleen.
Hello again, ma'am.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Just been busy reading.
Oh, cool. What have you been reading?
I've been studying through history.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And Damien is going to walk in, head straight to the bar, sit down, and order a glass of whiskey.
And they're the first person in this fucking scene has gotten actual alcohol at the fucking bar. Great.
He's going to take a sip. He's going to go, oh, God, I missed this.
Oh, hi, Damien. Are you doing okay?
Hey. I'm doing alright. Much better than a couple weeks ago, at the very least.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Doing okay. We saved time itself last night. That was interesting.
Then never a dull moment in the city, eh? And he's going to raise his glass.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, good.
She will clink her glass with his if that's what she was offering, at least. Glass that is filled with, as Damien can obviously see, fucking water. She came to a bar and got water.
When she clinks, he's going to go, atta girl. And then down it and get another. He's going to say, well, it's good to see that the city didn't go boring while I was out of town.
No, it's been pretty crazy. In fact, I think this is the closest thing we've had to a dull moment since then. Shit, I just jinxed it.
Please don't. I just came home. I haven't had alcohol in 3 weeks. Don't ruin this for me.
I'll try my best.
I'd appreciate that.
So, for those who have seen him, Sideshow walks in.
I'm sorry?
Sideshow is walking in, or at least, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And he will just walk up to the bar. He won't order anything. He's just... You know what? He is sitting there and he'll pull out a ledger. Because this is what Iki thinks Sideshow does all day. Just writes random things in ledgers. And yep, there we go.
I just have to pop in here and say I'm kind of going to enjoy this on a weird Schadenfreude level because I now get to see Kim roleplay as she thinks Evan roleplays.
I'd really love to see someone do that for me. This is going to be hilarious. So Sam's going to look over to Sideshow and say, "Oh, good evening, Sideshow."
Good evening, Miss Samara.
How are you doing tonight? Hey, Evan, I'm gonna get a P&E because Sideshow just fucking misspoke her name, and Sideshow would never do that shit.
Okay, now that I remember who this is, though, Kathleen will duck away and hide a little bit behind
All right.
Tim's character.
I'll be real, I just forgot her last name. So
No, because you call her Miss Samara. Her name's not Samara, it's Samira.
oh, I thought it was Samara.
No, there's an I in there. What do you think you asked for? Hold on.
Oh, that was just a me thing then, because I thought her name was Samara. I've been
What are you
calling her Samara this whole time.
Yeah, there it goes.
Blue
It's
skin, and are you a Justicar?
Oh shit! Because I've been calling her Samara this whole fucking time.
Anyway, Tim, roll your P&E. Kim, roll your manipulation sub.
Yeah, no, like, can you do like John suggested and like have like a little something at the bottom there? 'Cause I've like literally this entire time I've thought it's been Samara.
I actually can't put a lower third up and keep the picture.
Send me the picture and I'll just like write Samara, Samira apparently.
Samira, oh my god, team.
All right. Okay. Hang on. Okay. I'm gonna make a GM ruling here, and I'm gonna say, for the fun of the scene, Kim made an out of character mistake, so she will have said the correct name. She's heard it enough times to know the correct name.
No, like I'll wrote it. That's like I'll roll it. That's fine. It's just kind of like
It's honestly not a big
tickled
deal
me.
for comedic value.
Okay,
I honestly don't care that much.
okay. It's like I fucking thought it was Samara. Shit. Gotta write that down somewhere now. Damn.
Sorry.
I'll say it's been pretty crazy. How's Akiryo doing?
She has been well. Annoyed at always. I've heard that, well, Mr. Weiss had an incident with a shotgun, and that she narrowly avoided the damage.
I did not avoid the damage.
I guess you made it look a lot easier then.
Hi guys. For the record,
Oh
you will
no.
all hear otherworldly flute music start to pass through the room. It sounds very Asian in origin, very Asian style flute music.
The one guy who has his own damn theme song.
Oh, what a pretty song.
It is very pretty. It's very well played. It's played on a kitsuneru, which is a Chinese or Japanese wooden kind of bamboo flute. But you will see, making his way very slowly into the room, tapping a cane, as he now tapping a cane as the music stops. This individual, who some of you have met, many of you haven't.
Seeing him, quote unquote, Saisho will walk up to the bar and order. He had what tea did he have last time? I know she'd remember, but I can't.
It was jasmine. Well, they got him two. They got him a jasmine tea and a green tea.
Yes. Also, like under the kimono, she totally has like the necklaces and shit. So,
He will kind of. You can see he's very obviously blind, as in he has the two coverings over his eyes, and he will kind of make his way into the room, and he'll stand at the center of the room, and he will say, "Would someone show a pilgrim where it is he may rest himself, please?"
Finley's already met this guy once, so he'll walk forward and kind of guide him towards where he can sit, presumably at the bar.
He will walk with you with his hand on your shoulder until he comes to sit at the bar. Then he will say, "Another kindness offered. Nagaramas, take this." Which, if you speak Japanese, basically translates to "Thank you, and may light ever shine upon your steps."
He probably got the thank you.
Mhm.
He'll just nod, and rather than try butchering Japanese, he just says, "You're welcome."
He will turn in his chair and he will look at Samira, or rather, the vacuous eye sockets will look where Samira is sitting, and he will say, "I am sorry for the loss of your friend."
Oh, thank you.
He will say, "Just as it is that the cherry blossom must bloom in spring, so it is that when the when the winds of autumn come, they must scatter and fall. That does not mean that they are any less beautiful when they bloom once again next spring."
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
During the fight last night, you met Jackie, right?
No, I have.
We lost him during the fight.
Damn. Sorry for your loss.
Lynn gets up and excuses herself to the bathroom.
There is no true loss, for we never truly die. We merely change. That is the way of all things. Spring, as I say, must give way to summer, summer to autumn, and then to winter. Kim, you get a mental fuck off.
Rude.
He will reach out a hand and very gently place it on Samira's shoulder. As long as Samira doesn't like jump back or anything like that.
No, not really. She's learning.
He will then say, "Carry your friend always." And he will put the fingers of his hand over her heart, and he will say, "That way, regardless what way the wheel may change him, he will always have a vestige within you, for your heart will always remember."
Who are you? I don't think I've met you before.
He will contemplate, and he will say, "I had a name once. However, those things are replaced. They are transitory, like wind. Now, my brothers simply call me the transcendent shadow of the moon. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
don't have as beautiful of a name or a title as that. I'm just Samira.
But, Samira, the name is beautiful because it is yours. Once again, for anyone who does anything with resonance, this character has a resonance of almost... Okay, there's an overwhelming sense of tranquility you get around him, but beneath that there is a mischievousness.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you again.
He would say, all paths walk, and are walked by those who step along them gracefully. The path of loss is unfortunately one that intertwines our roads more often than we would like. However, as long as we light the braziers as long as we light the lanterns for those we care for, we shall have a burning beacon so that we may never forget.
Yeah.
He'll smile. He'll kind of put his hands onto the table, feeling the wood. He would say, it is lamentable that I must come and walk your city for the first time for the reasons that I must. But it has given me the chance to know many things that I would not have known, like that your name is Samira. He will then turn and he'll look at Damien and he'll say, you smell of my homeland.
He turns his head around.
Did you find what you were looking for in the east?
Partially, maybe. Do you visit Tibetan monasteries often?
He'll smile and he'll say, my life is to wander, hither, thither, yither, and yon. I have walked many paths and I have seen many sights where my eyes as yet could see. I have visited many places. So yes, one could say that. I was born where it was, I was born there, I think. But that was a long time ago. A different life.
Fair enough. So what brings you here then?
I am here to find that which is lost, which was taken from me, my temple. I have no doubt that it will be found. It has merely gone on walkabout to see what it can see. But still, it should be returned before long. Its master will be missing it before the time comes that he will be free.
Alright, that doesn't sound cryptic at all.
He will contemplate. He says, "The world is not a road that runs from here to there. It twists and it turns. Oftentimes you must do the same."
You don't have to preach to me. I've learned my lesson.
I'm not preaching. I'm merely having a good conversation. I don't believe in preaching. Which is interesting, as I say, considering he's dressed like a monk. Hey, Kim,
Yes.
you're given the tea.
Okay. Oh boy. She'll send over the mental link. Sure you don't want to give me any more tips? I really, like, you do not understand how hard it is for me to keep a straight face. How do you do this?
I have decorum, dear sister. I have decorum.
I do too, to a point.
You're allowed to believe that if you wish.
I also look better than you do, even wearing your
You're
face.
you're also allowed to believe that if you wish.
Very true. We can ask the waitresses what they think when I get back.
Sigh. Another evening spent, another series of memories to rewrite.
But at least it was fun.
Hmm.
Or would be fun. I mean, you're right, Tim.
As Kathleen returned from her moment of mourning in private, she'll look at the young Japanese nobleman and be like, "Your hair looks very nice today. Did you do something different with it?"
He was walking over towards Shadow of the Moon with the tea, and then he'll just kind of stop, and he'll look over at Kathleen, and he says, "No, not particularly."
Kim, as soon as you speak, roll Dex Dodge. Or Dex Athletics.
That's fucking fine.
For the record, for those of you who can see him, this guy, quick as lightning, jumps to his feet. He actually kicks the chair at Saisha.
Oh, you never truly know someone until you fight them.
First guy gets the photo dies.
Never thought of that.
Sam knows what this is. Sam
Yeah.
ain't interfering.
Got 2 successes.
You managed to dodge the chair. You will also notice, for the record, the walking stick he had has grown into the staff in question, and he's spinning it around him as he uses it as a leverage pole to pole vault kick at Saisho.
Holy fuck!
Wait, he had the fucking thing this whole time?
What?
Okay, when you say the walk, when you say the staff in question,
It's not that. It's not
Okay.
that staff. It's just the staff of that length.
I was about to say we're going balls and shit.
Hi, Kim.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Are you sure you're doing fine?
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody get me the damage rating for the Do special martial arts maneuver kick? It's like thunderclap kick or something like that.
You've
Fuck, hold
gotta
on,
be
let me open up my
shitting me.
book.
How much lethal can she soak? Because that's a
Let's pull
relevant
up.
question right now.
Let's
And if someone can throw me a page reference to the book, I'll love you forever.
I'll get it for you.
I have it.
Because
I have it.
Okay.
I was looking it up, but I can stop if someone already has it.
Typhoon Kick on
What page?
page 430 of M20. You roll dexterity plus your dough. Difficulty 8. your damage becomes strength +5 plus overages.
Hi, Kim. How you doing? Doing good?
Also, by the way, it says there is a note on this. Let's see. You can choose whether to use bashing or lethal for this, unlike most doe abilities. If you direct it against a solid character, or a character who managed to soak all the damage, they must make a successful soak roll, or else take half of the damage rounded down themselves. Okay, so basically, if he really screws this up, he's going to hurt himself. If she soaks everything, then he has to soak half of what he did.
That's entirely fair. Okay, Kim, are you going to make to dodge, or are you going to not make to dodge?
Yeah, I guess I can try to dodge. I'm probably still gonna get the shit kicked out of me, though. It's just 4 successes.
Oh, you dodged the kick. Entirely, actually.
That is really surprising.
He'll pole vault over you as the staff whips around, and he'll say, "Just as I had expected from he who bears the fang of the dragon at the edge of the void."
Just through the mental link. Oh, Saisho here's. Saisho, hold up. Hold up. I think actually, dude believes I am you now. This is not going according to plan.
His response is something along the lines of, "What do you want me to do about it?"
I want you to give me some damn tips on how to act like you.
No, clearly, Saisho has to walk in here looking like Ikuro.
Yes.
Kim, throw me your overlay.
God.
Yes.
Kathleen is slowly backing away from this now and returning to her cup of water.
All right, Kim. The next thing that you're getting is a lethal strike to the throat.
Fuck you. Oh, are the +3 turns from yesterday still active?
Yes, they are actually. All right, Kim. Do you want to dodge this one?
Bless science. Yeah.
Bless science.
Science has blessed me today. I have a bad feeling about this one. I'm gonna spend a willpower. It's 4 successes.
Is he? Okay.
He does still manage to hit you.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet lethal.
that's fine. I can. Yeah, Fuck, I can soak bashing and aggravated, but not lethal. Unless I can soak lethal as well with my armor. Well, with the prime armor I put up. I don't think I can.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, thank God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Too bad I don't have a lot of
Holy
fucking.
crap! You did 7 lethal damage.
I hope you know if I don't soak any of this, I'm dead. Because I still have 1 ag from yesterday's scene. I'm just point that out right now.
Okay.
Okay. Fucking hurts.
How much did you soak?
I soaked 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Does that mean you're in?
For the record. Yes. Basically, you'll see him punch to the throat, at which point the Saisho, or what you assume is the Saisho, goes down like a ton of bricks. You then see him raise the staff over his head in order to deal another blow to them while they're on the ground.
It's at that point that Sam will kind of hands up, like kind of stand up right in between Sideshow and the dude. She's not going to swing at him, but she is kind of being like, "Hold on, I think he's done."
Finley will join you.
They will stop. When I say, Sam, a millimeter from your face, I mean a millimeter from your face.
All right, cool.
Damien is just going to shake his head and he's going to say, like, I gotta stop drinking in this place.
Sorry
He'll
to
look down and he'll say, that is not the first shadow.
What?
It's not.
I have sparred with that man. I know what it is that he can do. He is the keeper of one of the great objets d'art, one of the transcendent treasures of our order. Just as I am. That is not the first shadow.
Then I'd better find out where he is.
And who is this?
He's going to call. He's going to call Sideshow's number.
There is no answer.
Okay.
However, there we go.
Funnily enough, does Sideshow's phone go off on Sideshow's person?
That's
No,
what I
it
was
doesn't.
wondering.
He wouldn't let her take his phone.
She's
You
not
will see,
responsible
however, a
enough.
moment later, Sideshow enter through the front door.
Sideshow or Ikuro?
Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Aww.
I do, however, now have Kim's overlay, which means I can hang out with Ikuro randomly.
Yes. Life is complete.
Kathleen is choking on her water, just staring at him.
There are now two of the same person, one of whom is on the floor, the other of whom has his katana in his hand.
Draw?
Still, no. You will notice Sideshow never draws his sword.
But he has now.
It's not out of its sheath, but it's in his hand, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
he's holding it with-
I did ask that specifically, and he was like, "Nah, it ain't out. He's just in his hands."
Mm-hmm. I will point out, I believe it was Tim. Did you do a lore check on that sword, or was it Heather who did?
Heather made the check. Sam's mentor did tell her about the sword.
Cool. The mentor will add, it's only when... yeah, they actually didn't make a big point of if he unsheathes it. Bad news bears.
Yeah.
Like the two Akashics will look at each other, and there's that kind of lightning flash moment, like "Sing!" that you get only in martial arts movies and terrible anime movies. Before Sideshow will hop delicately from one foot onto the other, then jump, put his back foot onto the wall, and launch himself forward at the blind man.
Akirio did specifically... No, she doesn't know it's Akirio. It's pretty safe to fucking guess it might be Akirio, though. Because Sam knows Akirio has a lot of life. She's going to get punk-ass Sideshow. That's what I'm calling him.
And you?
She's going to get punk-ass Sideshow the fuck up out of this fight, so that way she can administer some emergency treatment, because she's still at 7 lethal.
And Leo'll help you move them with his strength 1.
That has strength for you, she can do. But
for the record, so shit gets kind of weirdly biblical. You'll notice that basically there's this kind of blazing series of blows as Sideshow rains them down on this guy with the sword, and almost quicker than the eye can see. However, this monk deftly parries every one of them with his longer weapon, spinning it around him very, very deftly, before he will basically kick Sideshow in the face and kick him out a window before he will vault after him.
what the fuck?
So are we in a movie now? Because this feels like we're in a movie.
Get the goddamn whiskey!
Wait, you want to drink it or?
No, we need to cover some of these wounds up.
Oh.
We need to clean them off. Come on.
It'll help.
Kathleen will start collecting the whiskey.
If it helps, the barman will
Butter, there's
the barman will
this.
make the note that that's some Del Furman's circa year 1963. It was a very good year.
Was.
Yeah. Basically, all
Whiskey.
Samira wants to do is prevent Akira from bleeding out. Or no, I'm sorry, I keep calling her Akira, punk ass Sideshow.
She just wanted to have some fun. Dude's a fucking asshole. She was gonna help him. Fuck.
I mean, she did want help, and then she caught those hands. So, I mean, in a way, she did help.
It's because you
Totally
don't know this guy's echo. He has to no, sorry. You don't know the fact that this guy has a moral code, the fact that he must test his strength against anyone he deems to be a worthy opponent.
Evan,
Yes?
can I do some channeling?
Oh, Jesus. Yes?
I'm gonna
Oh, yes,
go.
you can.
I'm gonna go. Use life. Heal the punk ass Seisho.
You
Oh,
go
shit.
heal the punk ass Aisha.
Oh shit, you got life 3?
Wait. What? No, wait.
Yeah, no, you need life 3 to heal other people.
Oh, okay.
Do for
Yeah, that's
yourself.
why I'm doing regular medicine checks. I will
My
probably
bad.
amp it up with some life effects, though, to make the treatment itself a bit better. So that way,
By the way, exactly 1 minute after he struck the blow, Kim, all of the wound levels he caused will vanish.
okay.
Kim. Kim!
Okay, I heard. Damn.
Of course,
I
John's
was-
not gonna let us use his whiskey.
So literally, Sam's just there like, oh god, there's so much blood! There's no blood.
Yeah, no, Sam's like, all right, so we have to clean this off, and we have to be ready for what? The fuck?
As a matter of fact, Kim, your aggravation is even healed, even though it was pattern damage.
He beat the aggravated out of you.
Parent fucking Lee.
I guess
Guys, you
Kathleen's gonna have to give the whiskey back to Damien.
Hey, by the way, guys, the car alarms have started.
Oh shit! Like,
Sure.
Sam looks over, like, we may want to stop them before the cops show up, or at least get them to move somewhere better.
No, let them continue. They'll be fine.
Swear to God, they fucked up my car. I'm gonna be so mad.
Your car will be
Through the-
fine.
Through the mental. Oh, but by the way, Sam,
Yeah,
you hear the very distinctive sound of your car alarm, and then a smash.
fucking all of my eggs.
Is that one yours?
Seems I was wrong.
The phrase "fuck."
Samira,
Sorry, continue.
Samira and Finley kind of have Kathleen whispering to them, "Why didn't anyone tell me the frightening man had 2 of him?"
Because he doesn't?
Yeah, that does bring me to the question. Who are you?
Who do you think I am?
I don't want to answer that because all I have are sassy replies.
Of course you do. That is usually... not usually all you have. I've seen you be very, very timid. It's cute.
Well, whatever it is that is happening. You may want to go say, hey, you guys, cut it.
Why would I do that? He pulls out, his fan. Guys, it's really fucking icky. You've seen her use this fan, and she just starts fanning himself.
Oh, it's Akirio. Oh, hi, Akirio. Why didn't you just say that?
Because my name is not Akirio, it is Ikiro.
Wait, out of character. You've always spelled it Akirio.
Yeah, but the E's are pronounced different. Like, the I's and stuff. It's like when... It's like Spanish. A-I-E-A-O-U. Instead of,
Okay. I'll take the L. Okay, Kira. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that out of character. Assume Sam pronounces it correctly.
Through the mental link, through the mental link, Kim, you just hear, he says that your technique was not bad, but required refinement. Oh, and that you duck your elbow.
You see her stop fanning, and he looks down at his elbow, and then he just kind of, that's what you guys see, and then he just replies, "Is that a problem?"
Apparently. Oh, by the way, inform Ms. Katri somebody may owe her a new car.
I'm assuming that someone is you.
Someone.
I'm telling her that you will owe her a new car.
Someone.
Well, see, at least it's not Damien's car. It would have been bad.
3
On
seconds
a side
later.
note, I'm not going to be that guy. We've already destroyed one player's automobile.
If you want to do that, go ahead. I will not be responsible for what happens afterwards.
That's fine.
So, he'll just stand up and say, they'll be fine, and any damages that are incurred will more than likely be paid off within the next day or two. As such, Saisho wishes for me to tell you that you will be given a new car by him. Samira.
Okay.
So, how was everyone's day?
Those of you looking out the window, and at this point, I'm just going to continue the narration of this because it's funny. We'll see the fact that Saisho has literally gotten the guy on the ground, and with his sword, with the pommel of the sword, is just smashing him in the face. Kind of kneeling on top of him. That is until such time as the guy brings his staff up and cracks him in the back of the head, and he then just very exaggerated roll forward.
Sam just kind of looks and says, "This isn't a martial arts fight anymore. This is fucking World Star Hip Hop shit." Are you seriously? Wait, am I seriously the only one that's heard of World Star Hip Hop, guys? Real? God damn it! All right.
Yeah, kind of shrug.
As Samira looks out the window, how bad is the car? How bad is this?
Okay, I'm going to phrase it like this. The car looks absolutely 100% fine. That is until that is until a piece of paper lands on the windscreen, like just a piece of litter. And you see the car very neatly slide in two as it's been cut down the middle from just behind the front seat to in a perfect line.
What the fuck? They don't even have their swords drawn though. How'd they cut it in half?
They don't need to.
Damien is just gonna turn his head around to outside, see that, turn his head back. There goes Sting. There goes laying low, just flying out the window.
Yeah.
Do they always do this? Iki this.
Yes. To be fair, this rather ruined my plan. I was not expecting him to be here.
Feel bad for the neighborhood cars.
I'm sure they will all be fine.
Pretty sure Samira's car cannot survive those cuts.
Technically, I suppose I have 2 cars now.
That's right. Look on the bright side.
You will now see the two of them are standing on opposite ends of the building, opposite before they will bow to each other. At which point, Sideshow will proceed to turn around and, in a puff of smoke, will puff back into the room. Well, I apologize. It would appear as though I owe the Aetherytes a new window.
By the way, that cough was in character. Samira coughed as you only mentioned the Aetherite.
He will then walk over to his sister, and he will actually make a big to-do of straightening his sister's hair and adjusting the position of her hair knot that he wears lower down in his hair. He just says, honestly, do you pay no attention?
Well, my apologies. I didn't think to straighten it after the whole incident of me losing consciousness.
Yes. Well, Transcendent Moonlight Shadow is... He contemplates his next words. Through the mental link, he says batshit insane. Through what he says publicly is unusual.
Through the mental link, she'll say, when I had a conversation with him, I thought he was rather lovely. And then...
He is. And he rather likes you. The problem is he thought you were me.
You couldn't have warned a sister first?
I didn't know. You didn't tell me he was here.
You're lucky I'm cute. Otherwise, we'd probably continue this discussion.
You're cute because you look like me.
I look better than you, though.
You're allowed to believe that. For the record, this is a conversation they're having in the real world. Fuck it, I think this is too funny.
Kathleen's gonna kind of wave her hand and go, if it makes you feel any better, I think you're both equally as pretty.
That does not help.
Both sideshows look at you, their eyes burning into your soul.
Okay, this is all, fun and everything, but nobody's going to comment on that. And he's going to, point out to the destruction that happened outside.
He'll calmly
gonna
walk
kinda
over. Oh, sorry, continue, Jessica.
Kind of lean over to Damien and whisper, they're scary. I don't really question what they do. I just kind of leave when they start causing trouble.
Well, someone has to.
Sideshow will smile, and he'll say, what damage is that?
Sam will check out the window again, just because now she's curious. She's seeing if the damage repaired itself as it did with Iggy.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, Damien is going to shake his head again, and he's going to say... Yeah, he's going to see that. He's going to see that it's fixed, and he's going to shake his head, and he's going to say, and we wonder why the technocracy hates us.
I think the technocracy... Oh, sorry, continue, Sullivan.
And we're just going to say, I think if everything we did was fixed that easily, the technocracy would actually think of us as halfway harmless.
I have to point out that that just happened outside in the middle of the street.
Your point.
No, I'm just calling both of you on what happened. That's it.
Both myself and Transcendent Moonlight Shadow are keepers of one of the 6 sacred treasures of the Akashiana. Whenever we meet, we always think it is best to test one another's prowess.
He like just
Or rather, one of the treasures, one of the 6 Yang treasures. My sister is one of the keepers of one of the 6 Yin treasures. They are not so violently orchestrated, though. They tend to. He kind of turns and says, "Whenever you have meetings, you tend to have tea."
She just kind of shrugs. We don't fight. That is all of you.
I like to think that is it at least delightful tea.
It's the best in town.
The conversation is dull and annoying, but the tea is good.
Who is this little person? He'll say, looking at Kathleen or Kathleen, whatever her name. Kathleen.
I'm Kathleen Hughes. I was get undressed at the bathhouse.
Ah. Fascinating. What tradition are you with?
Kadavai. I can't fully pronounce it right now, Evan.
Kavasi?
Yeah.
You'll see him quirk an eyebrow. Like, as in the eyebrow goes way up his forehead and he says, "Tim, are you there? Because this line is just for you." I need Tim in my life before I can say this.
What's up?
So, no, Kathleen just said she was a member of the Kavasi, and Saicho's eyebrow just basically raised off his head as he looks her up and down and says, "But you're white."
Oh.
Does any one of us, our skin color or really truly matter that much in our traditions?
But contemplate. When it is a tradition that is based on shamanism and native culture, I should think it might. But then again, that is not me. No, that is not here nor there. But
So,
out of character, this is because myself and Tim had a very interesting conversation once about race as it pertains to the various mystical traditions.
She will just sip her water and fiddle with her owl pendant around her neck.
What appearance score does she have?
And I will tell you, her appearance is a 3.
Through the mental link, Saisha will say to his sister, "She might be entertaining."
Two copies of Sideshow are now appraising you.
no. The Iki copy of Sideshow just kind of got bored, and so
Aww.
he's off to the side doodling in the ledger now.
You know what? Saisha's gonna walk over and take the ledger, even if he has to like yank it just to see what it is you've actually written in the ledger.
I predict stick figures.
Which is funny because he can draw really, really well. It's honestly, it's just been a bunch of various types of flowers. You can tell that she's been working on her like technique. They get the petals just right.
he will say, "Your lotus flower is as ever perfect, darling sister."
I believe I am your brother now.
Well, I don't know. Do you identify as male or female?
Yeah, you can always love your siblings no matter their gender. She says, very confused looking at them.
No. I mean, if you identify as male, then, there you go.
Hmm. That would be a very interesting discussion to have with you, Miss Samira, at a later date.
Oh, okay.
I have no objection, my darling Ikiro, if you wish to be considered male. However, if you could, please use a different face than mine.
I don't think you understand the concept of twins.
As you say, sister, brother, Ikiro.
Granted, you were born 10 minutes before me, but that is not the point here.
Yes, and you were always mother's favorite.
I still am. She refers to you as the twin.
Wonderful.
But at the same time, father likes you better.
So what you're saying is, you get a god, I get the drunken delinquent.
Less of a drunken delinquent and more of a whiny child.
Wonderful.
Oh, see, didn't Gravedigger pleasantly refer to Ikiro and then, say something about Sideshow to the effect of... I would have to go back and watch it, but it was something really comically bad.
I think he referred to the fact that the boy was born without a sense of humor or a personality or something like that.
I thought it was a competence-based thing, but okay.
I really can't remember. The Sideshow will brush himself down and he'll say, "In that case, I believe you to your evening's festivities, dear sibling."
She'll get up and kind of walk over. There will be a little goodbye. You know what? She's gonna hug him, and then he's gonna kiss him on the cheek. Just cause like a yes.
Okay. Sideshow will turn and bow to the collective assembly before he will make his way out through the same front door.
As soon as he's gone, some of the tension in Kathleen loosens off of her.
Well, sorry, were you going to say something? Also, do you just want us to call you Sideshow when you look like that?
To be frank, I don't really care what you call me. Ikiro isn't even my name, so.
Oh, all right, I guess. Anyway, do we want to actually get some drinks? I'll be designated driver because you have to be safe.
Any alcoholic beverages that I drink tonight will go to Damien on my tab. Okay with Mr. Damien.
Oh, okay, I guess. You could also just abstain from drinking. That's okay. No one's gonna be mad at you.
Man, it's been a long while since someone bought me one drinks.
She planned on drinking water anyway. She was just saying any alcohol offered to her, just give it to him. Because as long as it's whiskey, I'm sure he'll drink it.
I'm just going to step out, boys and girls. I've been summoned to do other things, so you continue on with your thing.
I'll miss you.
One thing I did wish to say. There goes my mic cutting out. Okay. One thing I did wish to say before I forgot about it. Miss Kathleen, I do apologize for what my brother said about the color of your skin pertaining to your tradition.
All right. I mean, I'm sure everyone has preconceptions like that.
It was still something that was better left unsaid. And I do humbly apologize for him saying that.
Apology accepted.
Coincidentally, this is also why I try to make sure he doesn't leave the house very often.
You caught me off guard there for a moment, Kim. So, drinks? Relax tonight?
Indeed.
Maybe get your brother to clean this mess outside up?
Say I didn't catch all of that. Sorry.
She kind of tone voice asked, maybe get your brother to clean his mess up outside.
He'll blink and say, I thought he already had.
Did he? I may have missed that part.
I believe so.
Okay, we'll just go with that then for now.
I will be right back. And then they head off towards the bathroom.
How has everyone else's week been?
It's been pretty okay.
That's good. She kind of looks at the other two guys.
Well, other than the time thing, let's see. I've been pretty seriously injured and laid up twice, and both times it's gone away. Both were self-inflicted. No, you weren't there for the other one. He looks over at Samira. It did not involve a gun.
How do you keep hurting yourself?
Well, they were both against the same entity, Magister, whatever his name was. It escapes me at the moment. Mesk or something like that. The person who was doing that whole clock thing. First time he sent a copy of himself to this same bar, actually, and there was a altercation. The entity known as Wrinkle was here, attempting to fight him, but failing. Myself and a few others gave our energy to him, but it was insufficient. He actually very carefully gestures along his arm, like he raises his left arm and makes like a cutting motion, pretty much from wrist almost to armpit, and then another mark against his chest. That did the trick, apparently.
Blood always does increase the power of a ritual.
Usually, from what I'm told. I was told it would not heal easily, but it seems I got fortunate. Or was fortunate. And the other time I learned why you don't use shotguns against magisters.
I don't think that would have boded well for really anyone. Shot a gun.
To be fair, the first time we'd fought him, I didn't see him do anything of the sort, and people were able to physically attack him. So, apparently, something changed in that dynamic.
At least you survived to learn from it.
True.
She's still kind of fidgeting with her necklace, just watching the group now. She doesn't really know what else to say with everyone being rather quiet.
Oh,
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Damien is going to get up and say, well, it's been a lovely evening, but I haven't even been home since I got back, and honestly, right now, since I have some drinks in me, all I want to do is go home, get a shower, and hit the bed, so I will see you all later.
Oh,
Evening.
I hope you have a good evening, Mr. Damien.
You too. Thanks.
Kathleen, I guess, will order more water and kind of keep chit-chatting with the group. She'll even comment about how the guy who just left is adorable like a pug.
I think here's a good place to end it. I think we're kind of at our ending point.
I think so too, because it was kind of a social scene, and there's not really a lot of us.
Yeah.
And me and you are both shy character.
And Finley is not in one of his better states. Who has the button?
Kim does.
1 second, sorry guys. I'm just gonna hit the button. Can somebody do the outro, please?
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin.